Hello P6 students. Welcome to our today's radio learning program for science. You know, this one is a continuation of the radio programs that we have been airing out. And it is produced by Rwanda Education Board, REB, with the support from UNICEF Rwanda, and in partnership with Inspire, Educate and Empower Rwanda, IEE. We will be learning science together with primary 6 students. Welcome, students. I am your radio teacher, Teacher Gerard. Parents, bravo to the kind of support that you have been giving to the learners. This learning program has been a success because of your support to the learner and to the support that you give in giving materials. Continue staying closer to the students, and then we learn together. Let us learn together by you sitting next to the students and then giving the support that is needed. Parents and guardians, together with the students, we are together learning. Welcome. Students, get your pens and notebook ready for taking notes, doing exercises and homework. Then sit next to the radio, tune it to be loud enough, and be ready to listen keenly. Great. Students, now before we start, let us stand up to sing our warm-up song, which I'm going to remind you by singing only once. Remember, last time we were walking with Jesus. This is the song that we are going to sing. We are going to walk with Jesus again. So be ready. Be ready to walk in the room as we are singing this warm-up song. Good. Walking with Jesus, walking every day, walking all the way, walking with Jesus, walking with Jesus today. Walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking every day, walking all the way, walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking with Jesus today. Good. Students, can you now join me? And then we sing together. Let's walk with Jesus. Go. Walking with Jesus, walking every day, walking all the way, walking with Jesus, walking with Jesus today. Walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking every day, walking all the way, walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking with Jesus today. Good. Can we repeat it? Yes. Walking with Jesus, walking every day, walking all the way, walking with Jesus, walking with Jesus today. Walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking every day, walking all the way, walking in the sunshine, walking in the rain, walking with Jesus today. Perfect. Perfect. Now, students, can you remember what we learned last time? Can you remember what we learned last time? Perfect. Last time, we learned about sexually transmitted infections, the STIs, and how to prevent them. We learned about sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and how to prevent them. Is that correct? Great. Students, Can you mention some of the STIs? 10 seconds. Can you mention some of the sexually transmitted infections, the STIs? Wow. The STIs that we learned about last time include syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, the chancroid, the genital candidiasis, and HIV and AIDS. Is that right? Perfect.
Come along and play with us.
Today, we are going to learn specifically about this dangerous disease known as HIV and AIDS. Today, we are going to learn specifically about this dangerous disease known as HIV and AIDS. Can you write that one down? HIV and AIDS. Good. What will we see? We will see mode of transmission of HIV and AIDS. How is it transmitted? How does it move from one person to another? Number 2, what we will see is how to prevent HIV and AIDS. How can we prevent getting it? Number 3, how to live positively with HIV and AIDS. Once you have it, how can you live positively with it? Do you understand? Wonderful. I'm now giving you 15 seconds to write what each letter stands for in HIV and AIDS. 15 seconds. Write HIV. Then again write AIDS. Perfect. H stands for human. I stands for immune. V stands for virus. A stands for acquired. D stands for deficiency. And S now stands for syndrome. So, HIV, human, immune, virus. AIDS, acquired, deficiency, syndrome. Good. You see, it is the virus that leads to acquired immune deficiency syndrome. That is HIV. The virus that leads to the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. My friend, remember, this is not treatable. It cannot be treated. My friend, this is really a dangerous disease. Apart from HIV and AIDS, is there any virus disease that you know now? My friends, tell me, apart from HIV and AIDS, is there any virus disease that you now know of? Perfect, perfect. We have Ebola virus disease. We know that. Ebola virus disease. We also know now coronavirus disease. Now we also know about coronavirus disease. Very, very good.
Come along and play with us.
Now, let us now see about transmission of HIV and AIDS. Transmission of HIV and AIDS. Write that one down. Transmission of HIV and AIDS. Point 1. AIDS is transmitted when we come into contact with various body fluids. Example, blood, breast milk, semen during sexual intercourse, vaginal fluids, and others. You see, so there is some sex in that. and mother feeding the baby with the breast milk. Number 2, the fluids get into our body during sexual intercourse and blood transfusion. You see, blood transfusion. Sharing body, piercing, and cutting objects like needles and razor blades. A mother can equally transmit it during pregnancy or during breastfeeding. Is that correct? Good. Now, how can we prevent this dangerous disease? Right? Prevention of HIV and AIDS. Have you written? Prevention of HIV AIDS. Are we there? Point number 1, abstinence. My friends, we have been talking about abstinence, 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 meaning leave sex alone. Do away with it. Wait for the right time. And when you will be doing it at that right time, do it in the right way to make you not suffer from HIV AIDS and the STIs. Number 1, abstinence. Abstinence from sexual intercourse. Remember to stop HIV AIDS to spread. Insist on abstinence until you get married. Number 2, not sharing. Don't share body piercing and cutting tools such as razor blade, the nail cutters, the scissors, the syringes, and even ear piercing, circumcision, and tattooing tools. Some tools for circumcision, some tools for tattooing, some tools that we use in making our body neat and smart. Number 3, seeking medical help from trained doctors. Seeking medical help from trained doctors. Do you get that? Good. Number 4, protecting clothing. Putting on protective clothing. Write that. Protective clothing. Such as gloves when handling bleeding patients. There are times when you cannot avoid touching blood of somebody. But put on protective clothing, such as gloves when handling bleeding patients, or when handling your colleague who has gotten an accident. Put on protective clothing such that your blood cannot get into contact with the flowing blood. Correct? Great. Point number 5, avoiding abuse of drugs. Avoiding abuse of drugs. Drug addicts make poor decisions. Those people who are having drug abuse, they become drug addicts. Do you understand? Good. So, because they have become drug addicts, they make poor decisions. They may even engage in sexual activities without their consciousness. They can lead to HIV infections. Why? Because you are a drug addict. Remember, like many viral diseases, HIV and AIDS has no cure, my friends. However, the severity of the disease may be reduced using drugs called ARVs. ARVs. We can also use ARVs. ARVs, antiretroviral. Antiretroviral. ANTI-retro. RETRO-viral. VIRAL. Antiretroviral. ARVs. Do you understand? Perfect.
Come along and play with us.
Now, Let us learn about living positively with HIV and AIDS. Write that one down. Living positively with HIV and AIDS. Good. These are possible ways of living positively with people who have HIV and AIDS. These are possible ways of living positively with people when we have HIV AIDS or when other people also have HIV and AIDS. Point number 1. The patients should be given love and affection. The person suffering from HIV AIDS should be given love and affection. Love them. They are normal human beings. They can live longer with the support and the love that you give. Point number 2. They should not be isolated, but should be given good care. Don't isolate them. Don't let them stay alone somewhere. Be with them. But they should be given a lot of care. We should care for them. Because remember, HIV and AIDS does not get transmitted because you are sitting next to one another, because you are breathing close to one another. No, it is through body fluids, through blood, and through sex. So once those ones are not part of what you are doing, sit closer to this person. Point number 3. They should be given a balanced diet at all times. We want them to live longer. We want them to keep working with us. We want them to keep going to school. We want them to be our parents. We want them to continue supporting us. Therefore, they should be given a balanced diet at all times such that they can live longer. Do you understand that? Wow. Point number 4 on how to live positively with HIV and AIDS. Point number 4. The infected persons should be counseled so that they may accept their conditions and not live in denial. We should keep on counseling, and then we guide them accordingly. Do you understand, my friends? Good. The infected persons should be counseled so that they may accept their conditions and not live in denial. We should not say, oh, me, I don't have this. Oh, me, I cannot live longer. Oh, my friends, they are supposed to be counseled such that they cannot live in denial, but they should accept the condition and try to work with the people who are supporting them such that they can live positively and live longer. Do you understand that? Good.
Come along and play with us.
Today, we have learnt about HIV/AIDS, and what we have seen is the mode of transmission of HIV and AIDS. Is that correct? Good. Again, we have seen how to prevent HIV and AIDS. And lastly, we have seen how to live positively with HIV and AIDS. Is that clear? Do you understand that? Great. We will end our lesson of today at this point, my friends. And until we meet in the next radio lesson, bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye, 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 teacher.